What's up, y'all? It's your boy T-Thizzle saying hi to the sizzles on top of the grizzle as we are getting ready to season these patties and bring another nice season commentary. Now, this is the fourth, yes, I am bringing the fourth season, episode 1 of Storytime. I'm doing it a little bit different this time. I'm making you all anticipate the videos, bring a little bit more excitement. Instead of just doing all the videos consecutively, I'm gonna spread them out in between my other videos. So that's how things are gonna be running. But enough of the rambling, let's get straight into the commentary. So for you all who have watched some of my previous Storytime episodes explaining some of my middle school and elementary school highlights or experiences, you all know that I was a rasky little fella. I got into a good amount of trouble, decent amount. I was still got good grades, but when it came to behavior, I could get in trouble at times. And I used to curse a lot back then. And you probably figure now that I don't do it little to none now, because who says curse? Most people who do cuss say cuss. They don't say curse. And that's how I say my words. And I remember one experience when I was cursing, going back and forth between one of my friends, one of the homies, who was trying to challenge me. We were always having Yo Mama contests and all that stuff. Yo Mama's so fat, her bathtub is the whole Atlantic Ocean. Ooh. Now what is funny about that? Nothing, but we used to have a complete joy out of it, and we used to just crack up. I mean, it wasn't really that funny for real. It was really corny, actually, a little bit too much queso. I mean, it couldn't get any cheesier than what it really was, and we still had fun. I mean, when you're a little kid, things that you find delight in and find humor in, it's not going to be the same to when you get older, and that's just what we found fun during that time. And we just used to just go back and forth with each other, all the dudes in the class, all the time, the hallways while we were walking the line. Remember those times? Cafeteria, eating, walking on a playground, just all the time going back and forth. And I remember one time when our class teacher was walking us all back to class, and in the process of that journey, we had to pass the vice principal's office. And this time, we happened to be extremely loud and extremely boisterous, and he's cursing. And what happens when he curses me out? It doesn't go down like that. That's a challenge. When you call T-Thizzle out, he comes about and he goes around to shout. Alright, that was a little bit corny, but who cares? And he challenged me, so what do? I retaliate. So I'm calling him up and down, B, mother effer, all these bad words, or potty mouth words that I wouldn't say in front of my parents at the least. And the vice principal, what happens? She ends up hearing us. She goes to our teacher and says, I'm bringing them two into my office. My teacher is like, okay. Like, teacher, save us, do something. You didn't even ask what the reason is. Help us out here. Of course, we didn't do what we were supposed to be doing, but come on, have her back. So our teacher just lets her take us into the office. She tells me to sit down in the chair that's further away from the desk. She tells the boy that cursed me out to sit next to her desk. She picks up the phone, tells the boy to call his mother or his father. And he acts like he doesn't know, because dang well that boy knew one of his parents' numbers. But he pretends he doesn't know because he already knew what the deal was. He was getting ready to get snitched on. And she does not get any response from him. So what does she do? She goes to the extreme. It does not get let off the hook like that. It is not that easy. It's just saying, I don't know my parents' number. So she searches up the boy's parents' number, has them type it in, and when he picks up the phone, ring ring, ring ring, ring, ring. And at that point, he ends up saying curse words to his parents, and his parents does not realize how much he was getting in trouble. And from that point, I did not know what to expect. And so after this, the same thing occurs for me. I knew that boy's butt was getting ready to get tore up. And I just had a weird moment in this commentary. My mom just walked in the middle of it, and she doesn't even know this, so I'm glad she walked out. But anyway, back to the commentary. I knew his butt was getting ready to get tore up, but now it was my turn. So I sit next to the vice principal's desk. I don't even pretend like I don't know my parents' numbers. I get straight to the deal. I start typing in the number, and in the middle of me typing, I'll have like 2 more numbers left, I swear. And before I type in the last numbers, she puts her hand over my hand to stop me, and she says, "Have you learned your lesson?" Dang, Skippy, I learned my lesson. Because imagine if I would have picked up the phone and said those curse words to my mom. Because she made the boy say the curse words to his parents, as if he was cursing out their parents, but he really wasn't. Imagine if I had to do the same thing. I'm telling you, my mom would have reached through the phone. I would have went through the telephone line, out on her end, and then my butt would have been made into flapjacks. It would not have been funny whatsoever, and I'm glad I got let off the hook. This has been your boy, T-Thizzle88. I hope you all enjoyed this commentary. My mom never found out about it. And luckily she didn't find out about it when she walked into this room, because who knows, even though it was like in like 5th grade, she probably would have whooped me right now. Boy, you did what? And you never told me? Bend over right now. I'm 17 years old. I still would have got a whooping. This has been your boy T-Thizzle88 signing out. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.